My dreams are nightmares. How can I sleep? You got the gun against me.
What's going on, everybody? KingofDragons 5000 here, coming at you with another figure review. Today we'll be having a look at the Mattel WWE Ultimate Edition Fan Takeover Triple H. And so here we have Triple H posed and out of the packaging. Before we take a look at the figure, let's actually run through his accessories. Triple H does come with 3 different head sculpts. We do get the stern expression, we do get a yelling expression, and then we do get a smirking expression. He of course does come with several sets of hands. We do get a pair of fists, a pair of grip hands, and a pair of flat palmed hands. He does come with his signature water bottle, which I do like this little accessory. He does come with a D-Generation X hat, as well as a modern day DX t-shirt. Other than that, Triple H doesn't come with anything else. I would have loved to see a sledgehammer because, you know, it is Triple H. But with that out of the way, guys, let's actually move on to his details. And so here we have a look at the Ultimate Edition Fan Takeover Triple H, and I have to say, this figure looks a lot better in hand than he does in promotional images. For starters, I wasn't a fan of how they did the head sculpt. I thought the head sculpt was very terrible, but having it in hand and not under these harsh lights, it is a very solid head sculpt. In fact, all 3 head sculpts look really good on this figure. I think the thing that was throwing me off in the pictures was how his head connected to the torso and how his hair just hovers over his body. I kind of feel like his neck is a little bit too long. As you can see, his head should sit much lower on his body, but for some reason it sits really high, and it does make his hair float like that. If his head sat a little bit further down on the neck, I think it would look a little bit better, because you can see when it's like that, that looks perfectly fine. But yeah, it is a little bit jarring to see. As far as the head sculpt goes, like I said, it's much better in person. Like from this angle, it's obviously Triple H, and I really do like that. From most angles, you can obviously tell it's Triple H. He does, of course, have the big Triple H nose. Now, one thing this Triple H has that other Triple H figures don't have are the mutton chops. He has the Motorhead chops right here, which that's really interesting to see on a figure. We really don't get this version of Triple H too often. And I like the length of his hair. It's one of the times that his hair was longer, and it does look good on this figure. They did a really good job with it. As far as his body goes, this is the exact same body that we've seen on several figures at this point. I know the Ultimate Warrior had it, I think John Cena had it, and then I'm trying to think of another figure that had this particular body. I can't think of one off the top of my head, but I know another figure has this body. Does Mr. T have this body? I don't know, we'll have a better look at Mr. T when we actually do get him in hand. But yeah, it's a body that we've seen before, and I really do like the way it functions. It's a very nice torso, and it works for Triple H, although I think he wasn't as well defined as he is on this figure. It's just the way the body is. And you can see he is utilizing the new butterfly joints in this torso, and then he is using pinless joints, which you know how I feel about it. I could go either way with it. I like it, but at the same time, I don't really much. It doesn't bother me if the figure has pins exposed. I mean, they're toys. What do you expect? But yeah, I really do like the way Triple H came out, and I do have to point this out. This Triple H is the first time Mattel did this right on a Triple H figure. On this side, we do have a white hinge. On this side, we have a flesh-colored hinge. Lightning has struck. The cats are living with dogs. Horses learn to ride other animals, and I just have the other Ultimate Edition Triple H just so you guys can see. It was a problem on every single Triple H figure. In fact, the 2-pack with Jeff Hardy had white pegs, and then on the flesh tone we had the white peg on the flesh tone. This Triple H has done it right. This Triple H does not have that problem, and it's that way on all the hands. They did it properly. So Mattel, good job listening to us. Finally, it only took you about 4 years to get it right. So having a look at his attire, he does have the Triple H cross, which you can see right there, that does have the DX spray painted over it. And it's the same thing on the back of his trunks. I do like it. Going over to his legs, you can see he has the wraps on his knees. They just painted the wraps on his knees, so yeah, there is some fuzziness in the line work right here. It's kind of clean right there, and it's going to vary from figure to figure. And then he does have the smaller knee pads, which the way it's supposed to be, it's accurate. Then we go on to his shoes, where he does have the Triple H cross with the HHH in them, and it's that way on both boots. And then just your standard black ring boots for Triple H. So overall, Triple H here is done fairly well. I do like it. And like I said, the head sculpts do look good on this figure. It's just that his head sits a little bit too high. So with that out of the way, guys, let's actually get Triple H compared to other figures you may have in your collection. And so here we have Triple H posed next to an Ultimate Edition Brock Lesnar and a basic Jeff Hardy. And for a final comparison, here we do have Triple H posed next to the previous Ultimate Edition Triple H. So with the comparisons out of the way, let's actually move on to Triple H's articulation now. Triple H does have a ball joint in the head, which does let him look up and down very well. Just because of how his head sits on that ball joint, we do get some pretty good range. He does turn left and right, no problem. To side tilt works really good. We do have a butterfly joint, which does move forward and back really nicely. Arms do go out to the side to about right there. They do a full 360. Now, one thing to be careful for is this Triple H does have removable arms, so you might accidentally pop the arms out of socket. So just be aware of that when you're posing this figure, that if you try pushing the joint too far, this joint will pop off, which I'm perfectly okay with that. I'd rather the joint pop off than break off entirely. Arm does a full 360, not at all hindered. Bicep swivel works fine. Double bend here at the elbow. A little bit hindered by the elbow pad, but it's what you'd expect from a rubber elbow pad. He does have a swivel and hinge here at the wrist. We do have a ball joint here at the abdomen. It does pivot side to side. No swivel, unfortunately, and it only crunches to about there. Leans back better than it goes forward. I would love to see that implemented better on forward mobility. We do have swivel here at the waist. Legs do kick forward to about right there. They kick back out to the side, no problem. We do have a thigh swivel. Double bend here at the knee, going to about that far before it is hindered by the knee pad. Swivel at the boot, hinge in the ankle, going back and forward. And then we have some rocker ankle, and finally we do have a toe hinge. So overall, Triple H is sporting your standard Ultimate Edition articulation, which I'm perfectly okay with it. It works for the figure. So with that out of the way, guys, let's actually get Triple H posed for my final thoughts, and then we'll wrap up this review. And so here we have the Ultimate Edition Fan Takeover Triple H pose for my final thoughts, and overall I think this is a really nice figure to have in your collection. I know Triple H isn't everybody's favorite wrestler, I know he isn't mine, but I do know that he is very good in the ring. Triple H here is a really nice figure to have in your collection. If you're not a fan of Triple H, it is a good thing that this figure is a Fan Takeover figure, meaning it's an Amazon exclusive and it's not part of the main Ultimate Editions line. So it's not one of those figures that will be sitting on pegs for a while if you're not a fan of Triple H. However, if you are a fan of Triple H and this era of DX, this is a really nice figure to have. I do like the accessories he comes with. If I have one issue with this figure, it's the fact that he does not come with a sledgehammer. I think the sledgehammer is needed for every Triple H figure because that is his weapon of choice. But overall, this is still a solid release by Mattel. I do like what they did here. The faces do look really nice when you have them in person and not just seen on camera or a picture. Their faces, I think, are much better in hand. So if you guys have been basing your decision on just pictures of this figure, I would really recommend you pick them up and decide in person, because like I said, the faces look so much better in person than they do online. So yeah, definitely check this figure out if you're curious about it. Being a Fan Takeover figure, Triple H is exclusive only to Amazon, so if you are looking for this version of Triple H, you're gonna have to track him down on Amazon, and thankfully, since he just came out, he is relatively available on Amazon and he's not that hard to come by. You will be paying the new price for this figure, which is $32, which is that's getting a little bit steep for these figures. I am going to start having to cherry pick the figures I do pick up because they are starting to get expensive, but Triple H here is a really nice figure and I do like it. Hopefully down the road they release a Shawn Michaels to go with this Triple H. If not, oh well, at least we have this Triple H and the Walgreens HBK. So again, if you are looking for this figure, he is exclusive only on Amazon and he is available at the time I'm making this video. So go check it out and pre-order or go ahead and order him on Amazon. With that being said, guys, I'm KingofDragons 5000. Don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel. Go ahead and check out all my other action figure reviews as well as all my other WWE Ultimate Edition videos. Hopefully you find them informative. As always, if there's a figure you'd like to see me review, let me know down in the comments, and if it's in my collection, I'll gladly have a look at it. While you're at it, check out my Instagram account for new and exciting action figure photos, and as always, ring that bell to be notified every time I upload a video. Until next time, guys, I'll see you later. Take care, everyone.